What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we are taking our team and changing it a little bit. I'm going to switch up formations, sell a couple of the players that I bought. I bought a couple new players. I think did I show that last episode? No, we showed this right about now. I was looking at the squad and I think I went and bought Theo Walcott and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Mustafi. I was reading some comments and some people were like, don't do it, Arsenal team. Why not? It's the end of FIFA. Let's have some fun. It's not going to be the only team. There will be two teams because we like to squad rotate. Saves on fitness cards, but definitely feel like building the best Arsenal team that we can alongside another best team that we can would be a lot of fun. So if that's not up your alley, soz not soz. Anyway, we got Theo Hardy says, "Hi Nep, when do you think FIFA 18 demo will get released for everyone? Keep up the great content." Well, the demo, it will be after Gamescom, probably around the beginning of September, and then there'll be like 2 weeks, 10 days of demo before the full game. So I would say probably about another 3 weeks away before the demo, realistically, maybe as many as 4 weeks away. Very excited for the demo though, always interesting to play on and see what we can do. Next comment is from Ali Morley. He says, "Nep, have you thought about the possibility of doing 2 Road to Glory accounts next year? One on the PS4, one on the Xbox. That way you could do 1 RTG around a player and 1 normal RTG. I mean, I could theoretically do that on the same console also, right? You could still play Weekend League on one account and use the other account as an example of Road to Glory that people can't play Weekend League every weekend but still want to build a good FUT. Just an idea." No, I'm not really interested in that at all. It's just too much to play 2 Road to Glories, even without playing FUT Champs on one of them, would still require intense amount of gameplay and dedication to trading SBCs and such on the one, and then that same dedication on the second one along with Weekend League, and then the same dedication from me on my Draft to Glory account, and then more SBCs on my main account for my main channel, and anything for like Fatal or the best team in FIFA. It would just be an overwhelming amount of work. I think 1 Road to Glory is more than sufficient. And for those that can't do FUT Champs, maybe there'll be somebody that does a non-FUT Champs Road to Glory. But unfortunately, it's not going to be on this channel or from me. James Reed says, "For bronze pack method, do you use 400 coin packs or 1500 coin packs?" It just depends, dude, really. You've got a higher success rate of making immediate profit from the bronze packs at 1500 coins, because if you get squad fitnesses or anything like that, you're making money easily. You've got a much better chance of getting free packs and coins and stuff. But however, if you don't get a big sellable item, which sometimes you don't, there's sometimes I'll open like 3 or 4 packs and get 10 squad fitness cards in that 3 or 4 packs and literally make about 15 to 20,000 coins profit just like that. Including players and other consumables that sell and stuff. But there are some times where I'll open 3 or 4 1500 coin packs and really won't get anything that's overly sellable, where I might only make 500 coins to 600 coins back a pack. So I'll actually lose 4,000 coins. So the swings, I'd say if you were going to do 1500 coin packs, you need a bigger amount of coins. Like I would say for 1500 coin packs, I'd say maybe start with 20,000 coins or 30,000 coins, because that way you get a bigger sample size. You'll make your money back a lot more easy. But with 400 coin packs, it's almost guaranteed profit every single time without fail. You'll always get 2 sellable items. It might not be immediately sellable. It might be a case where you get 2 individual fitness cards that sell for 200 coins each, or just a player that sells for 200 coins and a fitness card that sells for 200 coins. But you always make your money back with 400 coins, but it's more long-term profit. And when I say long-term, because somebody got this kind of confused in a previous video, I don't mean over months per se, but it might be over days or weeks instead of, in the 1500 coin ones, you get squad fitness cards, you sell it immediately, you get those coins back immediately. In the 400 coins ones, you might get 2 players that sell for 250 coins and an injury card that sells for 300 coins, but it might take you 4 hours to sell that, so you won't realise the profit immediately. So it literally just depends on your bank balance. I would say if you've got 20 to 30,000 coins or more spare, definitely go for the 1500 coin ones. But if you've got less than that, I'd probably go for the 400 coin ones. Sean Moffat says, have you thought about doing gold upgrades with the spare non-rare golds that you have? Well, a lot of the spare non-rare golds that I have I actually use for SBCs, just not the gold upgrade. I don't know if I'm interested in the gold upgrade right now, just because I'd much rather put that time and energy into doing the league SBCs that give packs, or the basic or advanced SBCs that give packs and players and stuff, just because I think that would be more beneficial to the series. But if we do get to a point where I've done all reasonable SBCs and I've still got a whole bunch of common players just sitting there, yeah, I'd absolutely do some gold upgrades. Why not? Next comment is from Ronaldo Vieira is my dad. He says, Yo Nep, I'm sure everyone would like this idea. Your voice makes anything sound interesting. So say every Monday, instead of a FIFA video on this channel, you could do a summary of the events that have taken place in the week and give your opinion on them. I know this may seem like will and ease this week on the internet, but I think you can make a big hit for your channel. Love your vids. Can't wait for your FIFA 18 Road to Glory. I get asked a lot to do a lot of different stuff. And of course I have ideas of my own where I want to do a lot of different stuff. Obviously I'm getting constantly asked to make a diss track, react to a diss track, send for someone. That's just not me. I've explained this on stream, and I'll explain it to you guys that don't watch my streams and only can watch the videos. In FIFA 15, I started following trends on YouTube, and it was just really, really detrimental to my channel. I was doing things because they worked on YouTube. You know, people were doing wager matches, so I did wager matches. People were doing Q&As, like live Q&As, so I did Q&As. People were doing crossbar challenge, so I did crossbar challenge. People were doing penalty shootout challenge and football challenges, so I started doing football challenges. And it just wasn't fun for me to create content just because it was popping off for other people. And I don't want to do that here either. Like, obviously I've got ideas of where I want to take my channel and what I want to do. Like, time is a big issue. Like, I would love to run a proper podcast, and that's not because podcasts are popping off, but as you guys know, we did the show podcast about this time last year, and that started off really successful. I've done podcasts previously with AA, KSI and Calfreezy way back in FIFA 11 and FIFA 12, and they were successful. And podcasts are something that I got a lot of interest in, and like you say, like, you know, if I could get a podcast done where we could talk about the week's events on the internet or in the real world, that would be great. I would really, really enjoy that. But it's just finding the time to do it, dude. It's just finding the time is so difficult. And with the amount of time that you have to put into FIFA now, last year it would have been a lot easier because there was no FUT Champs, so there was just so much more spare time. Last year I used to play other games a lot. I used to play a lot of League of Legends, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, I played a fair amount of H1Z1, played Diablo 3 all the time. You know, I play other games I played a lot of Overwatch for a long time. I dabble in just like playing FIFA for fun a lot more. But because of FUT Champs this year, it takes up so much time, that I just don't have as much free time as I'd really like. So in terms of doing something different, I definitely have it on like a to-do list. Just when it's going to come, I couldn't really tell you, unfortunately. Prezik Gaming says, Nep, you forgot Cazorla. I didn't forget Cazorla when we were talking about Arsenal players to add in. It's just like Ozil and like Koscielny and like Ramsey and Xhaka and such. Because Cazorla's so high rated, he's just mad expensive right now because of the SBCs. So I wouldn't pay, I don't even know what Cazorla is. Let's have a look on Footbin. I honestly, because of the way Cazorla works in FIFA, and he's not really a player that is like meta or super OP, 14,000 coins for him, mad excessive. You know, he's got decent pace, decent shooting, nice dribbling and passing. If you popped, say, a engine card on him, which is probably what I'd go for, yeah, I mean, he goes to an 89 cam. Like, that's solid. His dribbling, his passing is exceptional. His pace is very good. His physicals aren't the best. 72 stamina. You know, I'm not going to pay 14,000 coins for a guy with 72 stamina and no other physical or defending, you know, abilities. So I would pay 5k for a card like Cazorla. Just not going to pay 14,000 coins for it, unfortunately. Saints for Life says, Nep, do you know why FIFA is released when it is every year? Most other sports games are released slightly before their respective season comes out, i.e. Madden is like a week and a half before the NFL starts, but FIFA comes out about 2 months into the main European leagues. The reason why FIFA is released so late is probably, I mean, just from what I could understand, a few reasons. Number one, the transfer window doesn't close until the 1st of September, so it would be very difficult to have a complete database for a released game and then have to start doing transfers immediately. So one of the reasons will be that EA want the transfer window to be closed so they can get the database completed correctly and go from there, right? That would be one reason. But another reason would be that in September, specifically when it comes out, you've only got October, November and December left. So it's 3 months before Christmas. And that is a really high selling point for advertisers and campaigners. So I believe one of the reasons why it comes out a little bit later as well is simply because it will sell more copies being released at the end of September, rather like if they released it now, last week when the Premier League started, you know, if they released it a week before the Premier League started, it wouldn't sell nearly as many copies because there's no reason to buy it other than it's a new game. And of course, every new game will get bought. But if they release it closer to Christmas, it's a lot of, okay, I'll buy this, you know, I'll buy this for my son for his Christmas, and then parents will just buy it and wrap it up and leave it in the cupboard, or, you know, like it just sells. It's just from a marketing point of view, it just sells more the later on in the year you get, and that's basically another one of the reasons why it gets released late. Next comment is from the last comment I've got here is from Jimmy Tips TV, and he says, "Don't want to be rude," and then he proceeds to be rude, "but this is so pointless. FIFA 17 is dead." Like the reason why I read this comment isn't because I'm not going to like necessarily answer to his hate. If people don't want to watch this, that's absolutely fine. If people think FIFA 17 is dead, feel free not to be here. No one's forcing you to click on the video. But I don't understand, Jimmy Tips, and those of you that thumbed this comment up, and those of you that put similar comments in, like, "Oh my god, why are you even doing another Road to Glory? Like, this channel's dead," and things like that. It's like, what made you click on the video? I'm like genuinely interested to know why you saw a FIFA video in your sub box, and instead of thinking, "I don't want to watch that, FIFA's dead," you thought, "Do you know what? Let's go and click on that video and tell this guy that's made the video and all his viewers that are enjoying the video that watching this video is pointless because FIFA's dead." Like, I genuinely don't know what went through your mind to be like, "this video is so shit, FIFA's dead, why are you even doing this, it's pointless." In a sense, it's all pointless, right? Playing FIFA is pointless. Playing FIFA on day one is pointless because another year later it's all going to be gone. Playing FIFA now is pointless because in 2 months it's all going to be gone. Like, but it's about the enjoyment of the grind and figuring out how to improve the squad in such a short amount of time. It's like, you know, I've given myself a challenge. It's like, okay, let's see what we can do in this small amount of time. And I just, what's really pointless is going onto someone's video that you're not interested in watching and just to give them negative feedback for the sake of giving them negative feedback. That is a waste of your time, and it's a waste of my time. So all you've really done is succeeded in wasting both of our time. So well done on that. But with that being said, it's going to be, I thought I'd be able to get a lot more out of this Road to Glory than I actually am going to be able to get. One of the main reasons for that is because Foot Champs is stopping in 4 weekend leagues time. Or 3 weekend leagues time. Yeah, 3 weekend leagues time. This weekend now, last weekend I got 5 wins. This weekend I didn't qualify. So we've got 3 weekend leagues after this. So I'm not going to be able to get very good monthlies on this account, and that's fine. I'm not going to be able to get very good weeklies on this account because I don't really have a team to play the games with at this stage. But after that, there's no more weekend league. So unless EA do something with tournaments in one way or another, or something to earn players and earn coins and stuff, it's actually going to be quite boring for the last few weeks, and it might be literally a Division 1 or draft grind fest. But I thought I'd have a lot more time for Foot Champs. Of course, I couldn't have expected my Elgato to be broken. I couldn't have expected it to be a dead device. And it was a dead device, so I had to wait for a new Elgato, and that literally cost me Foot Champs this weekend league. Not being able to record for 3 days, not being able to use my PlayStation for 3 days. I could have plugged it into a monitor, obviously, but then I wouldn't have been able to record any of it, and what's the point of playing if I can't record it, right? If I can't show you guys what I'm doing, there's absolutely no point doing it. Literally no point doing it. So I couldn't play and couldn't qualify for Foot Champs because of that. And who could have seen that coming, right? So that's 1 weekend of Foot Champs gone. And then not this weekend coming, but the following weekend, I'm in Germany for Gamescom. So that's another weekend of Foot Champs that I can't play in. So because I didn't realise there would only be 5 weekends of Foot Champs left when I started this series, I thought I'd have like 7 or 8 weekends of Foot Champs to be able to generate a real nice team. But it's going to be a lot more difficult than I thought. And on that final note, as we go here to get this SBC for this Paulo Dybala, It's going to be a lot of shorter and live videos over the next 2 weeks, because this week coming, I've obviously got to record the content for you guys, but I've also got to record the content for whilst I'm in Germany. So there's going to be, as I say, there'll be a lot of Ruin a Randomer-esque videos where it's just me playing one live game and showing you the full game. So if you don't enjoy that sort of stuff, take this as a pre-warning that a lot of that will come over the next few weeks. So if you're not into that sort of thing, feel free to, you know, just maybe come back for FIFA 18 or in a couple of weeks after Gamescom, after Germany, so that we can restart it, put in all the effort in and making those 20 to 30 minute videos instead. But this, dudes, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.